let's break down Web2App campaigns.
Web2App is the alternative way to acquire users on top of classic UA channels. Guys, don't go to the Web2App and shut down the classic UA channels. You will lose. If you are actually non-game app, because for gaming, based on my experience, it's not working because people in gaming industry, they want to do like right now. They don't want to stuck in onboarding. For non-game apps, it's working perfectly. There are disadvantages and advantage. First of all, it's not as scalable as, for instance, some of the classic UA. For instance, if you develop onboarding stuff, you still need some resources to develop it. Yes, you need the paywall account setting and this matching web to app and payback, and also the paywall system as well. So it's not easy to develop it. Of course, it's easy to develop, for instance, the landing pages, yes, as the web to app campaigns, to have one simple landing page, but it, based on experience, it doesn't work as good as web onboarding, because on web onboarding, it's unique experience for people. Whenever they have questions, they think that, oh, okay, this is the app that I need, not just the app with bunch of feature and then I don't know where to find mine. For fitness apps, it works perfectly. For audiobooks apps, it works also perfectly. Sometimes for kids apps, even it works perfectly, because
really?
it's like a personalized experience. It works for non-gaming more than gaming. Yes, of
Have you
course.
is it just more like, hey, I'm using Facebook, I'm using, whatever tool, ad channel to bring them onto the website, get them to buy on the website, and then get them into the app after they bought? That's the
Correct.
simplest way, right? The simplest
Correct, man.
funnel.
So there are two main types. Yes, one is this landing page that just redirects the way, like from this landing page to App Store, and one is, of course, this web onboarding that asking the personalized questions, and then has a paywall, and they sign it, and only then they redirect to the app. Yes, so these is two different waves, and I think this is really good because this unlocks a lot of channels that can't use a mobile. For instance, the Pinterest, they removed, like you can use the landing pages, yes, or Taboola, which has a lot of users that you can't use in mobile UA during the mobile UA. So this is really good. Yeah, this is the structure how the user journey come. So first they see the ad creatives or landing pages or web onboarding. Then they click, they are redirected to the landing page on web onboarding. Then they click again and they redirect it on app store, and then they download the app. And then inside the app they are landing to the specific landing page. Yes. Yeah, the benefits, of course, is you can escape the app store commissions, because on a web the paywall commissions is way low than on both stores. Of course, you can broaden the audience using different unlock different networks, Taboola, for instance, or Pinterest. Then you can get a granular A/B testing and insights, which after IDFA removal, it's very hard to get. Then you can track, of course, users easily, pre-onboarding your users, which gives them a personalized experience, protect your brand, unlock additional inventory, use it as an affiliate program as well. It's really cool. For instance, one of the learning app is using it very well. Results that they are showing is really good. And of course, easy refund process and easy cancellation as well versus mobile. Yes, of course, the challenges, as I mentioned, the taxes, you have to deal with the taxes across all countries if you want to the localization. It's not automatic as on App Store and Google Play Store. Pure UX and chargebacks, people directly go to the support instead of just click the button. Then lack of trust during the payment process, because they have to put the credit card, and for unknown landing page, no one wants to do this, so it's very very hard to convince them, hard to compare the flows. And of course, you need the additional resources for development. Paywall is very pain in this, account development as well, account merge as well, issue to convert web views to installs. For instance, some of the I had experience that some of the webs that coming from the web, they have an Android device, and then they convert, and the link is iOS. So I mean, this is very bad experience as well. So yeah, and of course, additional step in the funnel. Yes, so these guys are going for landing page. Landing pages appear in funnel versus directly to download, for instance, yes, from UA campaigns, which is
one thing I want to just correct: you're not going to escape the App Store commissions by going through that flow, unless you get the user to already subscribe through Stripe. I think the hardest thing, the way I would hack this, is connecting the user who bought on the web to the person in the app itself. We're going to have Headway product manager on in a couple of weeks. We're going to really break down the Web2 app campaigns that they've figured out. I agree with you. The lack of trust, that's where the long pricing pages that I've been talking about, that's what you really have to utilize on the web. The fact of having this long paywall where you have the social proof, you build that trust on your pricing page, and that's the benefit of doing that, the web app. But I think it opens up a ton of new possibilities and makes tracking a little bit easier on Meta, given all the iOS, ATT stuff, makes it a little bit easier. So I would start testing this campaign
My
along with your UA campaigns.
Yeah, man, my favorite one is not like escape the commission, but unlock additional inventory, which is really
Yeah,
cool. And
absolutely.
like Taboola, for instance, has a like a lot of users, that we can't use in mobile.
I mean, one of the things I heard from Blinkist, Jessica, who was there, she was talking about like, look, this is something that we did after we tested everything. You know what I mean? We did it after we did everything else. And so you can maximize a lot through the typical channels, Google Ads, Meta, TikTok, and Apple search ads. And then as you start exploring different channels and different audiences, that's when you start thinking about Web2 app.